And we're live. What's up, everybody? What's up? I know I've been going for a while. Put a one up if y'all can hear me. I gotta get my little music going, y'all. I'm kind of rusty. And we had some technical issues. So I'm here. I'm not gonna be on camera today because I'm still kind of, getting myself. What's up, y'all? Got trending topics. I'm back. Sorry about the delay. And we're going to be talking about some things today. We're going to be talking about healthcare things, water, or he's here, what it is. So we're going to get into this. I am Moochie. You know what to do. Let's get into it, y'all.
Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl.
All right. So let me bring my people in. I got Detroit from DETROITKINGS. What up? What up, though? I gotta say it like that to you.
Dog?
I miss my guy.
What's good?
I
hear the music too.
Yeah, wait. You know what it is? I left the TV on in the living room because I was out there. I was sitting on the couch, but I had to come in here because I had some technical issues. Can y'all hear me now? All right. I don't even know if I don't hear anything. What happened? I got kicked out?
Oh, I hear you.
Okay, it looked like I got kicked out for a minute. All right, let me go to mine. All right, there you go. So let me bring in Momo. Hey, Momo.
Hey, what's up? I'm just laughing because we
have all these little technical issues. I don't even know if I'm live on the other thing.
Oh, what's up, you guys? What's up, Detroit? Welcome back, Moochie.
Thank you.
We missed you, boo.
Okay, and I can't go live on Instagram, so that's a wrap with that.
Okay, well,
Instagram's still probably messed up. That's why.
Yeah, I think Rumble we live on though. So we live on Rumble and we're live on YouTube. Okay. So we wanted to come on and talk about what's going on with this. And I'm going to let you take the floor now, Momo, to talk. We're going to be talking about Luigi Mangione. I don't even know. Yeah, so
Mangione.
We're going to talk about it, the thoughts with this. But right now, I kind of can understand this because I had issues with my doing my operation. I couldn't get I had trouble getting my walker. I had to make a whole bunch of calls just to get everything to go through. So I understand what's going on with the health issue crisis, with the health insurance crisis. But I'm gonna let you take the floor now, Momo, and
okay,
we're gonna talk about Luigi.
All right, y'all. So it was just last week. I don't remember the exact day, so don't be mad at me. I can't remember what day it was last week, but last week, you guys, breaking news hit our airwaves and our TVs, honey. This handsome young fella, allegedly, reportedly, made his way on the Greyhound bus, y'all, okay, to New York City, baby. And he pow-powed, very strategically pow-powed, the CEO of United Healthcare. Do we have the victim's name? Let me Google schmoogle. Because I didn't have all this pulled up. Yes, no, that's not it. Who's the man that passed? We have his name, y'all. Brian Thompson. Brian Thompson was tragically pow-powed outside of his New York City? I'm assuming his home. I don't really know, you guys.
Yeah, it look
No,
like it's
he was actually going to a conference, and they got him outside of the hotel. In downtown Manhattan.
Bless you.
Yes, you guys. So immediately this became national news. Law enforcement obviously trying to figure out who did this. And this week they allegedly caught the suspect. They did catch the suspect. His name is Luigi Mangione. I don't know if that's correct. I believe he is of Italian descent. Gotta be in his 20s. Let me see if I can pull up his age, but definitely in his 20s. He is not your average fella here. He graduated from an Ivy League school, top of his class, very educated young man. And we, of course, naturally things start to unfold as the days and the weeks go by. And we discovered that Luigi had some health issues of his own. He suffered from a severe back injury. We don't know how, but it seems like he had been suffering for some time. And reportedly, from 2018 to this year, he has been very vocal on social media, on Reddit, really talking negative about the healthcare system here in America. He has been very vocal about his health issues and just the issues that he's had with insurance. And yeah, you guys, this whole thing has become a big conversation and uproar. I will say Black Twitter, if that still even exists now, but the internet streets seemingly are supporting this young man. Some people are calling him even a hero for his act. Let's just, I want to know what y'all think first before we go into the conspiracy theories and the different theories. What were your initial thoughts when this made the news, when you read the reports? What was your initial feeling?
My initial feeling on this?
Yes.
I feel like I'm surprised that he wasn't out of the country. I thought he would have been out of the country by now.
He would have fled out the country.
I thought if this is him, I thought he would be out of the country by now. Mm-hmm. And they showed a picture of his backpack, like they saying that he ditched the backpack in Central Park, and they were looking everywhere for that, where they was even looking in the lakes that's in Central Park and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to figure out how they got him with his bag now with all of this stuff inside. I'm having some sort of issues with this whole thing. I do understand it's not only him that had back problems. It was also his mother. He talked about how his mother had to basically crawl to the bathroom because of the amount of pain she's in. And y'all know from when I've been talking to y'all, I've been going through a lot of stuff with my injury. So it's crazy to me that this is one of the top. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Torian, because he mentioned it too, and it's one of the United Healthcare is at the top of denial list.
Yes, it is.
on the hot ones, that was, you know, basically when he used his pew pew,
Pew, pew.
it had deny,
Yep.
delay,
Yep.
was it defend? Yeah, deny, delay, defend.
I think.
So
It's deep. This was
it's deep.
premeditated. This was definitely premeditated.
Yeah, it was premeditated. But my question to y'all is he a martyr or a deleter?
He's a deleter.
This is a setup. This is John Wick right here, man.
Yeah,
John Wick.
I'm not understanding this. How do you do this perfect crime and then you get caught like this?
Right.
Something's
That's
not clicking with me with this whole
right,
thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, who else is working with him?
It's deeper than what people want to make it believe. Like, and people got to understand, in New York, you got the UN there. You got all type of cops, federal feds, everything. You mean to tell me he do this and then he flee, and he and you got to think about, they said Greyhound, which I don't believe, but you a Greyhound. Come on, stop it.
That's what they say.
A Greyhound, you got to be kidding me. And you telling me he just not getting caught this week? Man, stop it, man.
And you guys, I told you guys, I feel like he wanted to get caught. I feel like he 100% wanted to get caught. No one who is trying to hide out would have stayed. Like y'all both said, he would have fled. He would have been gone. He would have been in Mexico somewhere, Tijuana somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, no, homie wanted to get caught. And I feel like, listen, I understand that the optics are questionable, right? This is different. This is not the typical, what's the word? Because I can't say the M word. This is not the typical whatever person, criminal that we would pinpoint for this type of crime, right? So I think that has a lot of people off their, not rocker, but kind of off balance. Like, this is not typically what we would see. But again, there are detailings from 2018 that really show, okay, this did not happen overnight. This not just a kid who woke up one day and felt this way. It's been brewing within him. Now, obviously, mentally, there's some things that are off because the average person would not do this. But I do think there is validity in how he felt and his frustrations with the system. And he was very vocal about it publicly since 2018. And I have this information here. United Healthcare has a 32% claims denial rate, which directly contributes to them being the number one in profits amongst insurance companies.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, you want me to read this one, Moochie?
Mm-hmm. That's the first one you sent me.
So I found this, guys, from Business Insider. So for years before he was accused of powwowing the CEO of one of America's largest health insurance companies, Luigi suffered from debilitating pain that doctors they were not able to fix. He detailed the pain and what he felt to be the healthcare system's inadequate response in dozens of posts on Reddit. Between 2018 and 2024, you guys. So we're talking 6 years. 6 years. Yeah. The last 6 years, he's been vocal about this online. Let's see. I think there was another slide where it says that he was considering dropping out of college, and felt that his condition restricted him to what feels like 10% of a college experience. Oh my gosh. So, he was going through it while in school. My symptoms were very minor at first, and I was able to excel in high school, but the symptoms worsened exponentially last year, he wrote in 2018. It's absolutely brutal to have such a life-halting issue. Let's see. Tell them you are unable to work or do your job. We live in a capitalist society. He wrote on Reddit, I've found that the medical industry responds to these keywords far more urgently than you describing unbearable pain and how it's impacting your quality of life. Yeah, guys, again, he's been very vocal about his issues with the healthcare system in America, in his battle with insurance. I mean, I think we all have experienced the negative side of health insurance
Can
here.
I
And
say something?
I'm going through that right now. Yeah,
Can I
you can
say?
say
and
something.
I
Okay,
Go ahead.
in all the tweets on Reddit, did he threaten to delete the guy?
not I haven't found any, they haven't revealed it, so I don't know.
Because it's a whole bunch. I guarantee it is. I'm not gonna tell you what to look at.
Okay.
You can search all on X if y'all want to. All you gotta do is search in the search bar on Twitter about insurance claim about insurance. You have a lot of people that say a lot of mean things about insurance and all type of stuff on X. He wasn't the only one that was saying that.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not saying me. I don't think this is the guy. I don't care
I
about
feel
no
like
fingerprints or nothing. This is not the guy that did this. That
even
did
if
that.
it isn't him, he got a lot of people rally. He's rallied a lot of people that are
Yes.
supporting him.
Oh, for sure. I'm not. And if it is, I don't think it's him. But whoever did this, you know what I mean. I'm not mad at it. You know, it sucks that the my man is gone, but they
But I'm
did.
going to challenge you. Why are you so convinced it's not him? Is because he doesn't look like the standard, culprit in this type of situation? Because, we do have stereotypes that exist,
because. So you telling me? Did you look at the video? He had. I'm not gonna say it because of YouTube, but he had a particular. Dang, how can I word this? A
I know.
particular weapon
Okay.
that he did. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Like
we can say silencer.
I ain't gonna
No.
take the chance. No, you can't say that. But he had
Oh.
a particular weapon that you cannot get
Mm-hmm.
in this country. And the
I
way
thought it was a 3D printed one.
yeah,
He got a 3D printer.
I'm talking to people who's in the military, who's been there for but that did 40 years retired from this. They say you cannot get that out the country. I mean, you can't get it here. You can only get that out the country, and you have to spend a lot of money to get that. And the way how he used it like he's a professional hitman, right?
Not really. It don't take a professional hitman to walk up to somebody in broad daylight and pow them in the head. I mean, it's not
Yes,
like
it do. Yes, it do.
It wasn't
Yes,
a
it
snipe.
do.
Hold on. I'm not saying it takes nothing, but what I'm saying is you can't equate that to a sniper on the side of a building taking a shot. That's two total. I'm just saying, like I can, if I wanted to, I could walk up to someone broad daylight and do that.
I have a license.
Take that much skill to do that versus
I'm pretty sure Moochie, y'all have been to the range. I've been putting time, still go. My granddad taught me, how to use the pow when I was 10 years old, and it started off with not an automatic. I'm gonna say like that. That's not easy it's hard to do that. Number one, you have to aim. You have to aim.
What if he's well equipped with pows?
You have to do that. Get in. I'm not gonna explain the whole video what he did. He did what he did.
Yeah.
He went on and got to going, and just like a trained assassin would do. That's what he did there. I'm telling you, the FBI, they ain't gonna tell the full truth. When they get to do their investigation, they're gonna be like, this ain't nothing normal right here. This dude right here is different. That's all I'm gonna say. If y'all want to believe this the guy, I don't care if they say he got fingerprints and all that type of stuff. If y'all want to believe this the guy that did this, okay, keep believing it.
They showed somebody with two different coats to begin with. It's a picture. One person has a picture in a black coat, and then another one, it's I guess like a greenish or something like that, or a beige or something. So
I'm
Hey,
I'm
Monique,
looking. This was like something out of what we've been watching: The Day of the Jackal, John Wick. If you watch the Academy, all of these things that we've been the Agency. I mean,
the agency, yeah.
so it's just like it seemed like it's art imitating life.
I just think he's very defiant in the way he speaks, even when he was yelling out, "This is an insult to American citizens." Like, he's a very defiant, like not anti-America, but anti-government, anti the system. Like, it's not like, I don't know. I really just don't feel, I feel like he did it. I don't feel like it's somebody else. I don't feel like he's the fall guy.
You gotta be military.
Defiant or fed up?
Both. Fed up, defiant.
Hey, Moochie, I'm
sorry,
sorry,
I feel like the medical industry, they turned being sickness into a business, and they don't really care about people getting well.
Oh, I know very well. So that's why he's getting a lot of support. He's getting a lot of support from people. A lot of people are not even mad at what he did. Now, of course, I don't support.
I feel sorry for the family, but
I feel sorry for the family, and in the grand scheme of things too. This doesn't really. Yes, this is great.
I don't feel sorry for their family, because do their family feel sorry for other people who need that insurance and stuff that
I can't speak for their family, because their family doesn't work for the company. But what I can say is, yes, this is salacious, but at the end of the day, this doesn't really solve much, because look, this is the CEO. Absolutely, he carries the power, but he's not making these decisions by himself. When he is in a boardroom during meetings and execution and planning, it is a whole bunch. So what, you're going to execute the whole board? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
why he ain't doing nothing about it then?
Okay, do you know that they had wanted posters of the other executives up in New York? Oh, that was on the news yesterday. They're on, like, they took
off.
They took the people off the website, but the pictures is they already got the pictures where they was putting them up. So, and now I things have to change if it's getting to this point.
I want things to change. I want them to change. You guys know the disgusting irony of this. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I think 24 to 48 hours before this happened, Blue Cross Blue Shield had just announced a pretty egregious new rule that they were implementing. You guys, did y'all get to read it about the anesthesia for patients?
Yes, and if the surgery goes over, let's say if you have a surgery for 2 hours. My surgery that I just had, I had knee replacement surgery. It was for 2 hours. If they happen to go over, I would be responsible for that bill.
Terrible.
And right now, it took me, like I said, I had issues getting my walker, which I never got. I had to use my dad's walker that he had from when he had knee surgery, and my neighbor downstairs had one here just in case. So my brother had to bring the walker to the hospital. So when I get wheeled out to the hospital, I have that.
That's the same thing that happened to my mother 3 years ago when she had to have, for her ankle or whatever like that.
I worked my job for 22 years before my injury. I paid into my medical all of these years, so I know I feel what's happening right now.
I feel it too.
Going through what's happening right now. It took me so long. I got hurt in 2018. I don't want to make this about me, but I'm just giving y'all an example of the hoops and the phone calls and things of that nature. I got hurt in 2018. I'm just getting my surgery now. And that's why I'm gonna leave it.
Damn.
That's right.
Do you see how they?
I feel like if they would have did everything and went everything through with the process, and this was workman's comp. It's not even my coverage. So that's another discussion in itself.
You see how they do?
Where they'll prolong things because they think, this is not real. She's faking or da 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 da. That's how they usually do to try to make you come back to work.
Mm-hmm. And just to mention Blue Cross, so they announced last week. So Thursday, that they're no longer gonna proceed with the policy change that would limit reimbursements for anesthesia during surgery and medical procedures. The new policy would have reimbursed doctors based on time limits set by the insurer. Of course, they're blaming it on, how do I say this? The Blue Cross Blue Shield, they're trying to say that they changed their mind based on the backlash they received. No, they changed their mind once that CEO was eliminated and deleted in the middle of New York City. That is when they said, oh, the block is too hot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's sick because they're trying to blame the backlash. Y'all knew y'all were going to get backlash. You knew you were.
Look how much money they're collecting, and they're not approving things. So you just basically taking these people money and not helping them, and people's paying into these plans.
Yeah.
And when it's time for, you know how you have insurance and you use it when you need it, and then when you need it, they're not helping you. It's not fair.
It's disgusting. But I do want to specify that new policy that they allegedly got rid of because of backlash was only going to be in effect for Connecticut, New York, and Missouri. And it was going to begin February. So they were not giving consumers, policyholders, any type of heads up. It was about to roll out starting February. So, yeah, man. I mean, listen, if America keeps going on the way it is in different avenues, and we're not going to talk about that today, but we're going to see a lot more of this. Would you guys say? We're going to see a lot of rioting, a lot of things like this. What do you guys say?
I think this is just the beginning of it, because people are getting fed up.
Yeah.
Especially after how we seen people come here that were not born here and get treated better.
Facts.
Oh Lord.
So you got people that's coming here that's getting more than somebody that worked and bust their behinds their whole life making a living, feeding their family, and not getting taken care of properly.
Moochie, can I say this to the people? When the deportation stuff that happened in January through the whole 2025, Black people, mind your business. This don't have nothing to do with us. Let Donald Trump do what he said he gonna do, and do the migrants and the illegal immigrants that's over here eating off us. Send them back home for Moochie, my mother, my auntie, and me, and other people, Black Americans. We can get our food, because they taking all the benefit from us that we feeding they plate. You know what I mean? I'm sick of going to the grocery store seeing an illegal Mexican with 3, 4, 5 bag. I'm just being honest. They got 4 buggies worth of food, which they probably got $1,000 worth of money on their car.
Yeah, they're giving them cards and everything.
Exactly.
That stopped in New York, though. That has stopped in New York.
I'm tired of seeing that. You know what I mean? So when January, I guess the 20th, whatever like that, when he get back in office, when he start that mass deportation, you know what I mean?
I think it's gonna hurt both ways, because you got people here. It's not only the Mexican people.
Exactly.
You got Haitian people,
Caribbean.
You got people of Jamaican descent that's here. That either they became citizens and things like that.
I'm sorry, Moochie, that's
and I'm trying to figure out. I'm still trying to figure out. His own wife is an immigrant, so it's a double standard. Is she gonna get sent back?
I feel what y'all saying. Is she gonna get sent back?
Is his son gonna get sent back?
Moochie, I feel what you're saying. I don't care if you Mexican, if you Dominican, or
I'm talking about with the
I mean, she should
get not my president, but
she should get sent back home too. What I'm saying is, if you're not legal here,
Elon Musk is not even here legally. He's here on an expired visa.
I feel you, but they got to go back home then. I'm sorry.
I don't want to make it political.
Hold on, one at a time.
Hold on, let me say, because I was quiet when y'all I was quiet. I wasn't saying nothing when y'all was talking about this guy.
Yes, hold on one second. Moochie, can you remove this paragraph so we can get that off the screen, and then they can properly see us? Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, man. Like,
Okay, Detroit, let us know how you feel.
I'm done. I'm done after this. But I'm not feeling sorry for nobody. If you're Mexican, if you Nigerian, or if you Haitian,
Detroit,
I'm not.
that's not what
No.
we talked about earlier.
No, I'm sorry because I'm tired of going to Walmart seeing my older people that's 60 years old, and yes, they have retired, and it's hard for them to get benefits. But then a person that come over here tomorrow, they get every benefit that this lady has served this country. She done worked her butt off. She barely can walk, and she got to sit there and look at us receipts. Look at the receipts and stuff like that when she should be at home enjoying the rest of her life at the age of
Yes.
65, and that
Okay.
and the immigrants are getting illegal immigrants is getting all that woman benefits. No, I'm tired of seeing that. If Donald
So,
Trump send them back home, they can go back home. I'm not caping up for them. I'm sorry, y'all can do
okay,
it, but I'm
hold on.
not.
Okay, thank you for expressing that. So, Detroit, baby. Woo! I feel Detroit on some of what he said. You know what I mean? And we talked offline about this. So I know how he feels very passionate about this. I completely get it. However, my issue is this. I am totally okay with us doing a little bit of cleanup. I'm totally okay with us doing an audit and removing the necessary people who need to be removed. However, what I'm not okay with is the crap show that it's going to be under the reign of Donald Trump. Whenever I see him in clips and interviews discussing the mass deportation, it's really cringeworthy. Not only is it, God, how do I say this? My issue with this is we know Donald Trump is not going to have any type of like care or compassion or reason. He's not going to be reasonable with this. He's going to come down with an iron fist. There's going to be no checks and balances. There's going to be nothing. And my issue is I don't want chaos. I don't want it to be chaotic. And let's also remember a mass deportation is far from cheap. It's going to be very expensive. And us, the American people, are going to be the ones to suffer and have to come out of pocket to help fund that. That's one. And two, his whole thing of, well, okay, to avoid breaking up families, we're just gonna ship them all back. No. I'm not okay with someone who's been in America for 25 years to now just ship them back to Italy, ship them back to wherever. I'm not okay. I'm not okay with that. And if you're okay with that, then I feel like you're heartless. I feel like you're heartless. Now, if you want to have checks and balances and okay, get rid of some of these criminals, get rid of these people who have a bad, terrible record, who ain't done shit with their life, who get rid of them. But don't take good people, hardworking people who have had to scrape by and work hard and have been here for damn 15, 20 years and try to, because what are you doing it for? You're doing it to be spiteful. You're doing it to be vindictive. You're just being a jerk.
Well, I say this. Nobody's talking about all of the Ukrainians that came here in the past couple of years. That has not been mentioned at all. Anytime they talk about sending people back, they can talk about all black and brown people.
You're right.
No one has uttered a word, not the news. No one talks about those people that came here. They said they came here as refugees, right? That's what they was calling them when they first came here. So, but nobody's talking about that. So, are they going to get sent back too?
Yes,
That's
they
what
are.
I want to know.
They are.
And don't get me wrong,
because they never bring that up.
Because they will though, Moochie. Trust. They will. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm done with it. I respect Monique. I rock what you have, Mo, for real. I totally disagree. If you've been here for 25 years and you've been in this country and you haven't got your papers, they are part of the problem. It shouldn't take 25 years to get your papers. I'm sorry. It shouldn't do that. We can't go to other people's countries and sit there and eat off them. So why shouldn't they come over here and eat off us? It's people that built this country. Mm-hmm. My uncle and grandma and great, they built this country and they served this country. I'm talking about served the country. I'm talking about, you know what I mean? My grandmother, she sat there, she was in the Navy, and my granddad and my uncle, these people served this country. They barely can walk. You know, my uncle, he's good. He can walk real good for his age, but some of them barely can walk, and they go into one of these services try to get help to pay a light bill and stuff like that, and they give them the run around. It take them 3-4 weeks to come back with a result. But then you got these illegals and these immigrants who've been here for 25 years, and they go right into one of them. So like, I need help to pay a light bill. They give them the little $1,000 to pay their light bill today. Man, it's time out for that. Me as a Black American, if you're not legal here, I'm praying for you or whatever like that. But you can go. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. So I'm not mad at Donald Trump and what he about to do.
I just think it's heartless.
I feel like
I hear you, but it's heartless to try to. Listen. It's just I'm not. I hear what you're saying, but trying to focus on not focus, but roping people up who have been here for 20 years and trying to put them in the same category of someone who just came here fresh off the boat. And I just think you're making it, not you, they're making it too convoluted. And like I said, there's no structure, there's no checks and balances. It's just going to be all a crap show and mayhem. And like, I don't operate like that. That's not conductive. That's not conducive to me. Like, so if he really came out with a very, reasonable, logical plan and structure, okay, I get behind it. But Donald Trump he's not reasonable. He's not logical. He's not intelligent. So it's like, it's about to be a crap show. It's about to be a crap show. And I get what you're saying. My mother is an immigrant. She did it the right way.
Exactly. Okay? She did it the right way.
I still have compassion for people who were in egregious situations and did not want to wait 5 to 7 years to do the paper. It's a lot.
What's wrong with waiting 7 years to do it? You come over here, you getting the benefits that I can't get, my mother can't get, my sister can't get. You want to be over here so bad, get legal here. We can't go. I'm like, right now, literally, I can drive. I got my passport. I can drive right now to Windsor, Canada, to Toronto right now. I guarantee you, if I'm over there and I don't have no type of visa or I'm not legal, they're going to send me right back to America. It's fair game. If you're not legal here, you shouldn't be able to work and you shouldn't be getting no benefits. Okay. You didn't build this country. You know what I mean? That's not right.
I hear you. You've made valid points. I'm just asking for structure, checks and balances, and some type of order. And just
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not no Trump supporter. I'm an independent. I didn't want the man to be in office because I know what was gonna happen anyway. But I hate to say it, he's not wrong in what he's about to do. Like I'm tired of seeing, like, and right now, I have a cousin, they live in Brooklyn. They'll tell you right now, it's that migrant situation in New York is out of control to the fact that they scared to even go to a grocery store at night. It's out of control. And the dude, Mayor Adams, didn't do anything about it, to the fact that when Donald Trump do get in office, New York gonna be the first place they gonna go to.
Well, I know the thing with Eric Adams, they that when he got in office, he sent a lot of them got bus tickets and left. That hotel that was in the city is pretty much cleaned out because it was under that. I'm trying to be careful with my words right now. Under that situation, I believe his hands was tied where he had to do what he had to do before everything happened. He wanted to send them back before that. And then the whole other issues came up. But we're going to move on to the next topic.
Oh, for sure.
And which is, okay, the next topic, do y'all, we're going to take it on a lighter note and discuss the power situation.
Can you take Shayna's comment off the screen now?
I'm about to. Give me a second.
Okay.
That's why I'll put it up, because I'll to switch to the next topic. Now,
picture.
Detroit, you gotta share your screen for the clip, or
I don't have the clip.
Or do you want to discuss it?
Yeah,
me. I'm trying to have the clip so we can hear it though.
Yeah, but YouTube sometimes they be kind of tripping, man. Like,
yeah, I don't want to
like honestly, like if you play the whole clip, You got to do it like in 20 seconds, or try to. If not, they'll try to copyright the situation.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to play as little as possible. We'll go with that, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, wait.
She just.
I don't even see the clip that you send. If you could share it at the bottom of your screen, I could
It's what you texted me, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can send it to Moochie.
Try not to show it though. The
Okay.
just play the audio.
That's why I said if you could play it and then we'll from your phone. We'll do it that way.
Let me see. I just sent it to you, Moochie. You might be able to download it to the computer or whatever. That's good to know. So 50 Cent is cool with Cameron, because I ain't really know where they stood with each other. Like,
Yeah, they cool. They too old to
They
be
cool.
beefing now, man. Like,
Yeah.
if you're 50
well,
years
they all
old,
too old. Him and Ja Rule old, and they still beefing.
but that's street
Nah, they
stuff,
just don't
though.
talk no more. It's not a discussion. So
They still got beef, the way I see it.
They do though, but that's different though. That like Ja Rule was running with the dudes that damn near
Almost annihilated that man in front of his grandmother's house. Like that's different.
Okay.
I think it's this.
You know, it's new stories, nigga. Crazy because when you bring up the Omari thing, where my character died in Power was where Courtney wanted to kill Omari.
Okay.
She had been wrote the theme "Ghost Must Die," and she was because she had got upset because look, actually the showrunners are not supposed to talk to the actual talent when they're on set and in character. She was giving them a note. Like while they were filming,
right?
And he like he went off at her.
All right, that's what we need. So, what are y'all thoughts on that? So now we see this bad blood between them.
Yeah,
and he was supposed to the scene where Kanan got taken out. They saying Omar Hardwick was supposed to be taken out.
Mm-hmm. He was supposed to be in that car.
You need to hear the rest of the context. I really
that was it. That
was
it.
it.
That was it.
Oh.
Yeah, he basically said that.
Just please for clarity.
And one last thing that this, because you said he basically said that Courtney hated Amari, that like something had to happen, and he was like, yo, just take me out, don't get rid of him, get rid of me, and that's it, that's all.
Because he was like, he had stuff to do anyway.
Yeah.
It
kind of makes sense.
The timeline ain't timelining for me. Like
the storyline did kind of change after it was written already, with the whole thing with him getting locked up, right?
Yeah.
Because shortly after Kanan got taken out, Ghost went to prison.
No, that was before.
No, all this happened. You could tell all this happened
when they had the fight in the thing, and he was on fire and all that. Was not
season. That was season 2.
After.
Oh, yeah.
He went to jail after Ghost.
Wait, what? I'm still confused. What?
When Ghost and Kanan had the fight, and then he got set on fire, and then they thought Kanan was gone.
Yes.
That was before Ghost went to jail.
Oh yeah, I know that. I got confused.
You got it confused. Okay.
I got confused. Yeah.
So he went to jail after that, and the storyline went from there, where they was setting Tariq up to basically take out his father.
I don't know, y'all. I mean, I
Come
don't
on,
know.
Mo. You know, it kind of makes sense though
No,
that
but y'all have to understand. You have to know how I am. I'm not
okay.
a person that just jumps. I just don't. I don't do that. Like that's how I am. That's me as a person. And then especially with my background and work and stuff, that I just don't. First of all, I'm very adamant about there's always three sides to a story. I'm very adamant about that.
Like Candy
It's always
said,
is.
And
like Candy said,
so
Ghost was supposed to die before Kanan. 50 Cent basically said, no, don't get rid of him. Let me go. And that's
that's
why the whole
yeah,
story, you could tell how the story in season 4 when he got out of jail, which
yeah.
was Ghost, the whole Kanan situation. That why you think he flips the whole writing didn't make no sense anyway. Like why would Kanan annihilate? I mean delete Jukebox for for his cut for somebody he don't even know. He don't know Tariq like that. Courtney Kemp wrote that because technically it was supposed to be. I mean that Jukebox and Ghost was supposed to be gone. Kanan was the one that was supposed to, at the fact when Ghost was gone, Kanan was the one that was supposed to groom Tariq to be something
Mhm.
that he is now.
Yeah, I gotta hear from Courtney because 50 Cent is known to add a little stank to it and the whole like she hated it. I'm sorry, no,
It
like
proves it though.
it
It
might not
proves
be.
it.
No, I don't think it proves anything. Not for that time because I remember vividly during that time they were Courtney was still Team Omari and Omari was still Team Courtney. Now,
What season was it?
if you want to say now in the later years, are they still as close? I don't know,
So
but
why
during
she
that
why
time.
he got deleted in season 6? That don't make sense. I'm not a Ghost
The show
fan.
needed to end. It
It
didn't end
didn't
on
have to. It didn't have to
6.
end him. It didn't have to end him getting unalived by his son.
I mean, I agree. I mean, I'm not here to argue
And
the story.
then
I don't like
Ghost
the
was
storyline.
putting his hands on his wife. He was talking to people like she wanted people to hate Ghost. She know what she was doing. They didn't like each other.
It might
You
be. I'm just. I said it might. I'm just not about to take what 50 Cent. I'm just not going to take what he said in this 35-second clip and run with it because, like, I always feel like there's three sides to a story, and
He was there. He is executive producer. Though he was there.
I don't care.
He
I
not
don't.
gonna lie. He not gonna lie about that.
There's
Like
always three
I don't
sides to the story.
50's
I
known
don't
for
care.
like basically stirring up drama where
Yeah, that's what
people
I'm
could
saying.
talk about it
I'm not about to sit here and
how we're
act like
doing
he basically
yeah.
was stirring
like
up
how we're
line, but
doing
he
now.
never. But have you? I'm gonna say this, Moochie. Have you known 50 Cent for being a liar?
Not like not
What he
like that, but
right? He was there. I'm only reason I'm saying this is because like first like okay, I'll be with y'all. Like yo, 50, you bugging, but Gary Lennon. She didn't get along with him. He left her. He was the executive producer of OG Power. He went on, he left. Sasha Penn, who's the showrunner right now of Raising Canaan, he left. Joseph Zakor and Courtney Kemp don't got the best relationship right now. And then we're not gonna talk about the character that played Two Bitch. She dated that man for 2 years. You know what I mean? Whatever happened between them, I don't know. You know what I mean? They no longer together. We don't see him on Power Book 2 Ghost no more. Remember, Two Big came in as he wasn't even a serious regular. He wasn't in a recurring role. He was just a dude that come in from episode to episode. But he went from a current role on season 4. I mean, I think it was season 4 or 5 to having a big part in season 6. Come on now.
Yeah, but we're not. I got you, but we're not here to argue about the writing. We're talking about the validity of what 50 Cent said, and I feel like
All right.
there could be some truth to. Is there some truth to it? Yes, but I don't take what he said in that clip as law, as the Bible, as like, yeah, that's exactly how it happened. But I don't. I'm sorry. I like 50, but no. Like could he just say he's known to sensationalize things? He's known to add a little stank to some things. He's known to. So I'm not saying there's no validity in what he said. I just
Why is Amari if Mari was so is so happy and they were so buddy. Why every time they ask him about why is he coming back, he always bring up who wouldn't let me bring up Stars, 50 Cent, and Courtney Kemp, right?
mhm.
Why he keep bringing it up? Eventually, he thought he was the network.
Some people say he built the network. I'm not here to debate that he built the network. You know what I mean? So he felt some type of way on the back end that he wanted some money because he felt like he built that could be debated. But
Yeah.
why every time somebody asks him this, he said, I need to get paid. They didn't pay me, they paid me. Bruh, it's been, I guess it's going on 6 years since the OG power been off. And Courtney Kemp, they ain't saying nothing because I gotta give her credit as a woman. She probably getting tired of him talking too, but she's like, I ain't got time to be on with this guy. And she had a cryptic post on her probably like maybe like 6 months ago. She was like, in due time, the story will be told. And that's when he went on there with Steve, I think it was Steven Jackson, somebody, when he was saying that Courtney and 50 Cent would know. And then she had a post on IG basically saying that the story will be told. So basically, she getting tired of him bringing up her name too.
Okay, so let me say this for clarity. Whenever he has mentioned money in the past, he has, as far as not feeling he was paid enough, he never has said Courtney's name or 50 Cent's name in the same sentence. He always says they, whoever that is, the powers that be at Stars, the ones who cut the checks, they. So that's one thing. Two, he still, till recently, in recent interviews as of this year, has still given 50 Cent his just due and credit and has given Courtney Kemp his just due and credit. So I do not want to paint a false narrative that Omar Hardwick is on interviews saying Courtney Kemp and 50 Cent ain't paying. He's not doing
I
that.
never said, but he always say
network,
they. He say they.
the network, the powers that be. There's trust me, guys, if it was just up to Courtney Kemp and 50 Cent, like
He did say their name though, Monique. You are right, but he did say their name
he
plenty of
never
times.
says it in that context of Courtney Kemp and 50 Cent didn't pay me. He never says it.
No,
like,
he never said. He said they know how much money. Courtney and 50 know how much money. He said that on the pivot. He said
Okay, I want to ask this question. And Suburbia Jones says 50 Cent makes no sense because Jaleel White from Family Matters, that's the Urkel character, was just supposed to be on for 2 episodes, and he went on to become the star of the show. Yeah, they changed the whole outlook of that show too. It was supposed to. No, he was just giving that as an example. Like how he was saying, how 50 was saying, I wasn't even supposed to be taken out then. That was one of the things. But I do feel like maybe because they had a problem with Stars, hopefully they could change the situation now that he has this streaming site.
He never said anything bad about them. LSU Life, exactly. He's never said.
No, he hasn't. He always gives him his props. He lets him know how he lent him money.
Yeah,
when
he always
was on hard times and stuff like that with the show and things of that nature. So hopefully they could resolve their differences, and maybe we'll see them in the Origins, Power Origins.
I hope.
Who knows? Maybe this is just a ruse to keep his name buzzing. You know how 50 is a businessman.
He has done it. He's done it. He did it with
He not coming back, man. He keeps saying Stars. He never disrespected Courtney Kemp or 50 Cent, but he keep alluding that he didn't get paid, and that's in that Cameron interview. 50 was like, he keeps saying like, I didn't pay him. He said I gave him money, you know what I mean, to keep him afloat until he get his new contract. That's all 50 Cent. 50 Cent is basically getting tired of him, you know what I mean, saying that because he feel like when he do his other shows, it might be a bad look on his brand if Amari, who's the number one guy, you know, who y'all said that Bill Stars, y'all said it, not me, but the one of the guys that Bill Stars, it's a bad look on his name. Just like this, Mo. Let's say you have your blogging site, right? I know that's a blank. You want to have your blogging site like Shade Room and other, and you want people to work for you, and they be like, man, she ain't really pay me like that. And you and that stuff is not good for your brand.
Yeah, I got
people keep saying that.
That's true. I got you.
So DeMarcus says Amari Hardwick just didn't want to unalive James St. Patrick, and I know he had an issue with that, with him taking out his father.
I had an issue too. So
we all did.
We all did.
We all did. And hopefully I don't know. I just want to see where this goes now that they're gonna do the origins, power origins. Let me see what Khadijah says. He has been respectful about, but they should have paid him more than 150K and more control because he saved the network. Everything was getting canceled. Spartacus was the last big hit before that. Yeah, I remember that, Khadijah.
He did save the. I'm sorry,
and a lot of shows is still getting canceled over there too. So
I mean, he didn't do it alone.
He was a part. He was a part, though. You got.
He was a part of it. Yeah,
he was a part of that.
Is the one who really, Courtney Kemp really is the one that deserves the credit for saving Stars. Courtney Kemp saved Stars. Then next up would be Omari. Then next up would be 50. You know what I mean?
I actually think it would be 50 first because he was telling his book, and Courtney Kemp confirmed it that when they was shopping the deals at HBO and all these other deals, they was like, no, that she was about to give up and go, and she said she got to work, and 50 said like, please don't do this. I'll play Ghost for somebody can pick it up, and then that's when Stars picked the network, and then and he was like, I'm not about to play Amari. That's why he found not Amari, but Ghost. He about to find the character. So I would say it would be Courtney Kemp number 1A, 1B, 50 Cent because she wrote the character. You got to give her credit because
she wrote the story.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay.
It would be them two. I would never say
them two top. You're right.
I wouldn't be mad at you more for saying Courtney Kemp. I would never be mad, but you.
Yeah.
But you can write me and you can write something today. But if the shit don't go right with the pitching, that don't matter. So the fact that this man went on and used his name as 50 Cent and pitched the ideal and kept pitching it and kept her motivated not to quit the project, he got to be number one. And then I would say Courtney Kemp. And then I would say Omari Hardwick, man. He's that guy. He's the number one on the call sheet.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask y'all this question: that if do you think they could resolve this situation where Omari Hardwick would work with them again?
Yeah, they can.
I want to know. Put a ham up in the chat if you think they can resolve this situation where they would work, where he would be working with them again.
I know Omari can resolve it because as far
I'm talking about between Omari, Courtney Kemp, and 50 Cent.
I don't know about Courtney Kemp, but I think 50
can't speak on Courtney, but I feel like when it comes to Omari and 50, it seems like a one-sided issue. It don't seem like Omari got the issue. It seems like 50 Cent is now kind of clapping back at Omari, I guess, for previous comments that were so it feels like a one-sided issue. This really feels like something that these ninjas could pick up the phone and do. So on some real stuff, I'm kind of looking at 50 sideways. I'm like, bro, this is something you could have picked up the phone, called that man. You didn't have to do all this because what you're doing, you're kind of tarnishing the legacy for the OG fans, and it's really kind of just no one wins when the family feuds. It's just not cute. It's not cool. Like I just feel like this is some shit you could pick up the phone and talk.
He did say Omari DM him though, like the first time, like 50 was giving him grace though, because Omari was going on a heavy campaign, was saying that he wasn't getting paid by the network and everything, and 50 was like he hit him on the DM and say, I ain't mean to say you, and then 50 would take the post down. So I think it's me personally, I think it's him and Courtney Kemp. They will never see eye to eye. I think that I think he didn't want to get killed off like that. I actually think they really didn't get along because you could tell by the writing, because I'm not a Ghost fanatic, I'm not a Ghost fan, but I just don't see how Tariq would hate his father like that, just to knock him off like that, man. But that's just me though. I can't see it, man.
It was silly. I don't think any of us like that storyline at all. I don't think any of us enjoyed that.
But I think they need to get on the phone, like Mo said, get on the phone. And I actually think this. I think Omari, he deserved to tell his story as far as like origins. He deserved to narrate his story. I don't even want to hear just Zakora. I need to hear Omari narrate the story.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Yeah, that's so needed. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think it's true. I think I give Omari hell by him crying, but the fact is the man deserved to get paid. I think he won't. He think he should get publishing from Stars.
because he felt like he built the network. But
Yeah.
they're not about to do that. They're not about to give you no publishing for OG. This ain't a record label, man.
Yeah.
That's what he want right there, though. He don't want that little 100K. He can get that with
Mhm.
any more. He want the royalties of Star. He think he built that network. That's what he really want.
I agree, EJ. I agree with you, Detroit, for sure. I didn't even think about the origins. Like, you're right. Oh my gosh, I need them to figure
If
it
he
out.
does origins, I agree with EJ. She says he does need to narrate his story.
Yeah,
And
for real.
if that's why I'm hoping they can reconcile everything. And you know how we hear 50 talking when we watch Raising Canaan? I would love to hear Omari Hardwick and him narrating that story. Now we're gonna move on to the last topic, which is Jay-Z is in the news, and he's being sued for some allegations. And I'm trying to tread lightly with this because everybody is innocent until proven guilty. I know they say birds of a feather flock together,
Not always.
but I do
Dang.
believe that this is how can I word it? I feel like it's other people that could be brought up because Clive Davis is basically the teacher and the mentor of Diddy. So they didn't start doing things like this on their own. They was brought into this. So I feel like if they're gonna be penalized, you need to get the people that taught them too. What are y'all thoughts?
Who, like you said, allegedly Claude Davis? Clyde Davis?
Mm-hmm.
Just in general, I think she meant in general. He was a mentor to Diddy throughout his whole career.
They didn't just come out the blue with this. They learned this from people.
Detroit, you sound like you're like, we can't barely hear you. It sound like you're like at a very low volume. Nope. Something just happened. You've been fine this whole time. I don't know what just happened. Well, while he gets his technical stuff together, oh God, I'm gonna try to be quick because I know we've been on here for an hour. Typically, not every case. Typically, it's embedded in me.
Do I sound low now?
No, you sound good now.
Perfect.
Okay, cool. My bad for cutting you off.
It's okay. Typically, it's embedded in me to believe the victim. However, people still lie. And people are vindictive. I have several questions and concerns about this case. The fact that it was already filed or there was already in motion, and then they went back to edit it, and then they added Jay-Z's name in last minute. And I have a problem with all of that. I have a problem. I have a problem with several things. I am not going to jump and believe this just because I don't care who gets mad. That's just not me. I do not just run and jump at things. I'm not easily gullible. I am a person. I like to have facts. I like to have evidence. I like to have receipts. I like to have details. I like to have all that. Okay. I don't have enough of that to accuse Jay-Z of doing this egregious act. And so right now, I'm not really going along with it. I'm just not. And I'm bothered because I feel like people, including Black people, have been rallying around, and basically, I don't know what people want. Y'all want to see all of our Black men get locked up? I mean, I would say definitely the last 6 months, anytime Diddy's name was brought up, there was always a follow-up of, all right, well, Jay-Z's next. And I'm just like, why are y'all doing that? Like, why are y'all trying to villainize someone so bad? And this is the issue I have with the Black community. We talk out of both sides of our mouth. One minute it's, oh, y'all trying to get rid of the good Black men, the Black men, the Black men, and then the next minute we the main ones trying to tear down the Black. So I'm just like, let's pick a side, y'all. I'm all about justice, okay? If Jay-Z is guilty of all this egregious stuff, then he got to go down just like Diddy. You know what I mean? But until I get the proof, the evidence, the receipts, the documentation, I ain't buying it. Y'all trying to tear down all of our powerful Black men. And I feel like, and I'm trying not to, I don't want y'all to misjudge me. You know what I'm saying? Like, justice is justice. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. If he's guilty, he's guilty. But yeah, I'm not about to jump on the bandwagon. I ain't doing it. I'm seeing a trend that's happening, and Black people, we need to take a minute and reevaluate what the F is going on and make sure that we're not adding to the chaos of tearing down our own effing people. Because for them, all they took down was one old ass white man, W. I don't even know if I want to say his name. Okay. They got one, and then now everybody else has been the Black people. So yeah, like, chill.
My question is, do you think it's strategically done for so that, because the way everything's set up, it seems like they want to, even if they do take them down, do you think they would help the Black America if things get divided? You understand what I'm saying when I say that
again? Say that again, babe.
I said, even if they do take them down, do you think that this is done strategically, where they're doing this to Black men, so that way the I want to say, I'm trying to be careful with my words, with supremacy, of PC.
I think it's possible. I'm not saying yes. I'm not saying no.
That's why I wanted to tread lightly with this subject, because something don't seem right. I know that. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna trash Jay-Z or nothing like that, because nobody has the facts right now. Nobody knows nothing. To me, it look like a money grab, but if it is true, I will, if it's more information come out,
right.
I mean, believe me, I will trash them. But this is a all my ladies and the guy, the man and woman that got kids. If you don't have kids, just listen to me, man. This is the teachable moment. We when I looked at that the document, why are you letting your kids go to an after party? Allegedly, if this really happened. Let's say if it really happened. You know what I mean? Why are you letting your baby girl go to, because she's a kid. She's not even I don't even care. She's only 13 years old. She's a teenager. Why are you, as a parent, allegedly as a parent, why are you letting your daughter go to a party with a bunch of grown men?
I'll go back further. Why are you letting your daughter hang out at Radio City Music Hall like a groupie?
Right.
Why are you letting her hang out there, and then you picked her up? You picked your daughter up after all of this happened, and you didn't go to the police or anything? Something don't seem right with me with this. Her father picked her up after all of this happened.
Yeah. Khadijah.
I mean, look, I'm trying to. I want
to hold on
more facts before everything comes out.
Yeah.
But
so the girl said that because I read this too. Thank you, Khadijah. The girl said that she had lied to her dad about where she was going, right? Then I heard, and this is where the he say, she say, I don't know, it's fact. Allegedly, this YouTuber I follow, they were saying that the girl allegedly was there to try to be, actually, I don't think this is facts, try to be like a seat filler, or like try to do that. But my thing is to be a seat filler,
something like that by herself.
Exactly.
It's not some Disney thing or the Children's Choice Awards. This is the VMAs. You got adults, all adults there. You had, I want to say that was the year that Howard Stern had his whole butt cheeks out and put it on
It was 2000, baby. It was definitely adults. So the whole thing seems sketchy. The fact that, again, the paperwork was already done and then she went back and then added Jay-Z. I just, listen.
Can I say this though? For
do you think this is being done to get him out of the NFL situation?
It probably is, and it probably.
Because I don't want to get like they trying to push country music to the forefront now that hip hop is having these problems.
I'm not trying to get to my conspiracy theory, as Mo would say. I want to have a teachable moment for people that get sharp. There's too many super fans. You see an artist, and you know, oh yo, you can bring your son or your daughter, you know, to a concert because you know them. No, you don't supposed to do that. Yeah. Just because they 13. I'm gonna say this until they get 18. And they on their own, but when they 14, 12, 15, it's nasty. I gotta say this. I would think people learn a lesson, but it's people that still don't learn. We have to stop letting these kids go and just drift off to these parties or these weirdos are out here.
It's true.
You know what I mean? Like people gonna be like, oh man, people they focus on Jay-Z. I get it, Jay-Z and Puff is the big name, but you need to be scratching your head about the mama. Allegedly, if this happened, why are you letting your kid go to a party?
Yeah.
That's the thing that I scratch my head about. That's the same thing when I used to scratch my head about oh my God, R. Kelly. Why are you dressing like Aaliyah? You on 106 in Park. And these people are interviewing you. And I ain't gonna say the name. They interviewing him. They got the same outfit on. AJ number the number, and R. Kelly is promoting and wearing the same stuff, have the same album cover as Aaliyah. And people were really digging this though. I always thought that was weird.
But to me, I feel like they moved the goalposts with this. Yeah. This was the age appropriate thing. No one said anything about this in the early 90s. Now everybody wants to go back and have morals now.
Exactly.
And act like this is so wrong. And now you want to penalize people for stuff that was going on.
What was normalized 25 years ago.
Exactly. I'm having a problem with that. I'm not saying I'm not saying I agree with it, but I'm looking at people that I know that was married to people that was older than them and things like that. And now that
me though, society, I always said that was weird.
You one of the few.
I was saying that was weird. I'm like, why? I'm like, no, man. If y'all like it, I'm gonna be my own man. I'm like, this is weird, bro. I said, look at this. And then a female told me it was a long to young. I ain't gonna say her name, but she was like, well, that's just his artist. I'm like, no, that ain't just his artist. This man in love with this girl, this woman.
Listen, it's not right. I've always been uncomfortable with the whole older man, younger woman, especially, you know, when the woman is like young. But my issue is like kind of what Moochie was saying. I don't like that when it comes to certain things, you guys, not everything. When it comes to certain things, I do not like that we try to take what was acceptable 20 years ago, 25 years ago. And then when it comes up in 2024, we want to now apply it to 2024's rules and morals and ways of thinking. And then you want to villainize the person. I don't agree with that. I feel like as long as the person did not harm anybody, forced anybody, do R-word stuff, y'all catch my drift. I feel like aside from those things, I'm not gonna penalize Jay-Z, Barney, Tom, Dick, Harry because they were 22, 24, 25 talking to a 17, 18, 19 year old. I'm not doing it. If it was consensual.
I feel like if you're gonna do that, you gotta do it to them all. Mick Jagger, he was with a minor.
I don't like
Elvis Presley. He was with Priscilla at 13. It was it was a whole bunch of other rock stars that was doing that too. So if
I don't like
penalize them, it's not on you. They penalizing the black men, but not
exactly. I don't like that.
People. So
I don't like that.
You gotta look at all these heavy metal artists that was doing that too.
All of them.
I gotta call this out though with Jay.
They were doing that in the Motown days.
Hey,
I mean, come on. It's been happening since the beginning of time. That doesn't make it right. I don't like it. Personally, I do not like it. But unless the person was R-word, hurt, forced against their will, I'm not going to penalize a man because 25 years ago, he dated a girl that was 17 and he was 20. I'm just not doing it because if we're gonna penalize one, we gotta penalize all of them.
I just want to say this, y'all.
Yeah.
Now, I don't believe Jay-Z did this, but you know, it looked kind of nasty with him being with Foxy Brown at that
allegedly.
age. I'm not saying that he was dating Foxy Brown. I'm saying he was around her. That ain't alleged. She was in Biggie's video. I mean, they got a couple of songs together. I mean, it was
Kim Kardashian in Tupac's video when she was 14.
Yeah, and
Kobe Bryant. The girl that Kobe Bryant married, she was underage in them videos, and that's how he got jammed up and ended up marrying that girl. So it's just like, you know.
No, hold on, hear me out. What I'm saying, what I'm saying.
Okay.
What I'm saying, like Jay-Z, he was a grown man. I'm not saying he touched Foxy Brown. I wasn't there. I don't know what these people be doing. I don't follow everybody. I'm just saying, would it make it look nasty that he was with her? And Nas on Ether, Nas alluded that he did. Now it's a rap battle, so Nas could have been lying. But Nas But you got to understand, Nas was what I mean. She was on the firm too.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I don't.
She was on the firm. She was with Nas. So Nas, you know, is it some truth to it?
Right. That's all I'm saying, though. I'm not saying that it was true or not. I don't know. I don't be with these people like I told. Told Monique and Moochie with the phone, and I'm not gonna. You know, I'm gonna break it down for Black History Month. In the 40s and the 30s. They have did no, I ain't gonna even go there because YouTube, they don't, you know, I'm just gonna say like this: in the 30s and 40s and 50s, like the 20s too, there used to be slave owners that used to sit there and touch women, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say the other word because of
exactly
YouTube.
What you mean.
And then they used to do the same thing for men, you know, butt breaking and stuff like that.
Oh, God, don't say
that. I mean, but it's
don't even.
Butt break. I mean, it's just
BUK?
No.
No. Yeah, that's a February discussion.
That's a February discussion. If you don't believe this more, you can go.
I didn't say I didn't believe it. I said I'm getting triggered. I don't want to hear the word. I don't want to hear all the, you know.
I'm not gonna say the other word, but that was happening to like slave, like that's what slave owners would do and stuff like that. Now this is gonna be in Black History Month or whatever like that. But this stuff been going on for a very long time, and it's nasty, and I think it's a curse.
Yeah, but I mean, I got you, but I'm more so speaking to kind of things that have been happening since the beginning of time. Meaning,
but I feel you, but that's all together though.
I know. I'm bringing up another history fact. Another history fact since the beginning of time. Let's not act like families used to sell off their damn 16-year-old daughters to get married. I mean, like this stuff.
Oh yeah.
Going on since the beginning of time. So I have always been against older men and younger women. Especially when we're talking like, you know, a 20-year-old with the 45-year-old. Now, you know, I'm in my 30s, mid 30s. So if I want to date a little bit older, it's a more appropriate, you know what I mean? It's more appropriate because of my age now. But when you're 18 or 19, 20, you're trying to date a 45-year-old, I'm not ever going to support that. As far as Foxy and Jay-Z, I know that's been a word around the block for damn 30 years. If it happened, it happened. He did not R her. He did not force her. They were two willing participants. Do I support it?
That's not a consenting adult.
Allegedly. but it was consensual. So whether
Yeah,
it's
but
right,
she's not a consenting adult. She's easy to be manipulated
Yeah.
at that.
I know,
at
y'all,
that
but we're
age.
not about to go
But
back in
with
the
that,
vault of 30 years. It is what it is. That it happened, is done. She wasn't our word. She wasn't forced against her will. If she did it, she did
That's
it.
statutory though. That's
Did
that's
it.
statutory.
it is
But what we
statutory.
gonna do? You want him to go to jail 30 years
No,
later?
I'm
No,
just saying.
I'm not. What I'm saying, I want to see what else comes out before I
We can't be
formulate
giving nobody. Hold on, no. Let me say
my,
this. We
my
can't be
opinion
giving these
about
people.
everything, because I think this is all something bigger
I'm
than
not
all
gonna.
of
I'm
this.
not gonna
We
do
not
that.
can't be
I
giving
feel
these
like
people no passes though, because
all of our uncles probably had a little tenderoni that was
hold
too
on, but
young.
hold on though,
I'm just.
because people get it twisted. We can't be giving these people these passes because just because you famous
It's
and
not
you a
about
billionaire
famous.
I'm not
allegedly.
giving
I just
anybody a
said my
pass because they're
uncles,
famous.
your
I want to.
uncles.
No, no, I'm not saying you,
I'm
Mooch.
bringing it
I just
home
want to.
now.
I
I
think it.
know.
I think because it's Jay-Z, and that's my favorite rapper, by the way. What was the same energy at when they was doing what they did to Bill Cosby?
It's
See,
not
they
the
Yeah, they
same.
didn't
It's not
have
the same.
none of them said anything.
It's not the same.
None of them
it's the
said
same
anything.
because
But
it's
I
the
think
same.
this is a bigger thing. This is a bigger thing that's orchestrated, because it seemed like they going after all the black men, but it's plenty of plenty of white guys out here that was doing the same thing that's getting away with it.
It's
I'm just
statutory
saying,
though.
and I want to
And
talk about the
Biggie
last
Biggie
thing.
did it too though. Biggie did it
Of
too with
course,
Lil
as I'm
Kim.
saying, they're all guilty. So it's like, what do they want?
That don't make it right
What do
though.
they want us? I didn't say that. But what
Oh,
I'm saying is, again, please, y'all, hear me. Start from the beginning. I hate when people start from the middle of the story. Start from the beginning. What I said at the top of the topic was, unless it was our word forced against your will, stuff like that. I don't think it's fair to try to condemn, villainize, or prosecute someone in public opinion or by law unless it was a forceful act, a R-word situation. I'm not doing it because Jay-Z allegedly dated a young. I'm not doing it. That's just me. I don't feel.
it's a
I don't.
plenty of
I also don't agree with digging up somebody's tweets and Facebook posts from 15 years ago because they said some stupid crap, and then now you want to try to cancel them in 2024 because they said something stupid in 2009. I don't believe in that either. I'm too realistic for that.
women need to be locked up too who take advantage of it was plenty of 25-year-old women out there that was taking advantage of 16, 17-year-old boys or whatever like that. They need to be held accountable too.
I agree. And let me
Okay,
clarify the
let me
uncle
read
comment. I said, hold on, because I got to do this because I think people are getting mixed up what the heck I was trying to say. I said it because Detroit was trying, what I assume Detroit was implying that we can't give passes to celebrities. And what I'm saying is, I'm not just giving a pass because Jay-Z is a celebrity. That's my ideology, whether it was my uncle, whoever, or whatever. I feel like if my uncle was a certain age and he dated a girl who was 18, 19, yes, 18 and 19 is legal, but it's still, you like, why are you dating that girl? She's a kid. 18 and 19 is legal, but they still a child in their mind. So what I'm saying is, I'm not about to prosecute my uncle because he dated a girl that was 20 years younger than him. The same way I'm not about to prosecute Jay-Z for dating a girl 20 years younger than him. That's
No,
what
we talking about Foxy Brown. Foxy Brown was 16 years old. He was 30 years old though.
And it was wrong. And it was also wrong
Allegedly.
that he got with Beyonce. It was wrong. But
No,
what do
it
y'all
wasn't. Beyonce
what
was
do
a
they want
grown
us to
was
do now?
grown though.
What do they
Beyonce
want
is
us to do
25
about it
years
now?
old. Huh?
I'm just saying, what do they want us to do? I tweeted something in 2009 that was ignorant. You're going to bring it to my doorstep at 2024 and to shame me on social media. What do you want me to do about it now besides apologize? I cannot. You know what I'm saying? We all grow. We all were stupid. We all made mistakes. We
Well,
all
they
did.
could say the same thing about Bill Cosby. He could
That's
have came
not
out.
the same
He could
thing.
have came out and said back then. He could have said
That's
back
not the
then.
same
Hold
thing.
on.
Bill
Let me
Cosby
say
was
that.
having those things.
you're not
Let me
letting them finish,
let
Monique.
me.
That's not the
What I'm
same
saying.
thing.
What I'm saying is Bill Cosby could come out and say, "Well, that's what we did back in the '60s. Was what they did." He could have said that. It's the
He
same
was hanging
thing.
out with Hugh Hefner, and they let Hugh Hefner go to his grave, and then everything came out.
Yeah, I mean, like
They let Hugh Hefner go to his grave, without, like I said, anybody in Hollywood, and I've said this before, anybody in Hollywood that's a black man will not leave the industry without an asterisk by their name. Just like
That's a
Eddie
fact.
Griffin said it.
That's a fact.
So it's just
I feel like dating a minor and R-ing and drugging someone is not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
I mean,
you gotta look at it. Back then was the free love era where everybody was doing stuff like that.
No,
then.
willingly. If I decide to take
If
shrooms,
they was all taking Quaaludes, then
hold on.
you keep cutting me off, and I'm trying to get my point across.
Okay, go ahead.
If everybody was, if they're at parties where they're handing out stuff on platters and stuff like that, and you took that, that's on you.
Yeah, right.
I've been to rooftop parties where they had this stuff like that. Where I'm not gonna mess with that. But if they're doing it like where they just putting it in everything, the water too, then that's a different story.
But y'all, we're not about to convolute the issue. Bill Cosby was reportedly flipping roofies in people's drinks. That's drugging someone. That's not me saying I'm at a party. I'm about to take some shrooms and ecstasy. Woo, let's experiment.
No,
that's
that's not true.
That's totally different than me going on a date. That's different than me going on a date with a man and him. I turn my back and he slips something in my drink and then R's me. That's two totally.
No, but hold on. Some ladies said they willingly took it though. Yep. He didn't just put it in their drink. They willingly
changed their mind after with certain stuff.
Yeah,
but
they
I
said
don't want to dwell on this right now because we did have one last thing where we would where they was talking about the way that lawsuit was lined up, and then they had the premiere of Mufasa. Do you guys think he should have came to this, or do you think he should have let his daughter have her moment?
No, he should have came. That's his child. This was in the work for months. When they have these events, PR, everyone knows about this for months. This has been on the books. This has been a big date, a big deal. No, he's not about to act guilty because he's presenting himself as not guilty. So a guilty person would try to hide. He's like, nope, I'm here for my child. This was already on the calendar. This is on the books. We're going to show up for my child.
Okay, I just had that question. I'm not make. I'm. I don't have. I'm not. Make. To me, I feel like they're doing. It's like an orchestrated thing. Me, my conspiracy hat is on with everything. Yeah. I feel like they gave these people the devices to destroy themselves, and they knew they was gonna bring this back up if they got too big for their britches. That's my thoughts with it. Last thing, did y'all hear about how the NBA players and the NFL players are targeted for home invasions while they're playing games, away games?
Yeah, in Kansas City, the couple of Kansas City Chiefs house got broken into.
Wow. Yeah, y'all educate me on this because I only
Okay, so they're targeting professional athletes' home. It's a South American crime organization that's targeting these people's homes. The last home that got robbed was someone from the Bengals, but the maid was there. To me, this is a simple solution. If they picking certain people's homes, but I would have a whole bunch of. If I was a player like this, I know I would have to go back to I'd be like, yo, I'm gonna need y'all to stay here while I play this game.
It's a Detroit Lions player. He cool. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say his name, but he got a couple of hitters in his house, man.
Heck I don't blame you. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I feel like and you get what you get when you come inside.
I agree.
You go if you come in, you're gonna leave with some hot ones.
I know that's
if you come in, you might leave walking out looking like Swiss cheese. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, is it not bold AF to break into? I never understood the whole celebrity break-in stuff. I mean, that is some bold stuff. You know what I'm saying? To really do it. I'm just like, do they get comfortable where they don't put an alarm system on? Do
no,
they not
but they have.
They're gone.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
They have been able to bypass certain alarm systems and things like that. So that's what a lot of them is. It's a very sophisticated operation.
Oh, this ain't no little basic.
Nah, it's not. It's just not a whole bunch of little thugs running up in there. It's like organized people that know how to break into things where they can bypass alarm systems and things like that, shut down the Wi-Fi and all of that other stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
It's a real organized crime ring. But I feel like, yo, you leave a couple of your homies in there and let them come out looking like Swiss cheese, then they'll stop all of this. I know the last person, the one from the Bengals, they had a cop in there, and the maid discovered that one of the windows was broken, and the house was ransacked. I just want to know, like, do you think this is the what they're going through right now because of the way they let all of these people in the country? Because that's getting back to that.
That's who's doing it. It ain't like that's who's doing it. It's no people, it's no migrants and stuff like that that's doing it.
There's been countless of celebrity home break-ins in the last 12, 13 years, and it has not always been. It's been some Black people, it's been some women. We can't forget Chris Brown had a crazy fan that stalked him and popped up. I was in his home. There's other people, the white girls in 2000.
Bling ring. Yep. I know what you're talking about.
Broke into Paris Hilton. We cannot now name. We're not about to name everything on immigrants now. We're not about to act like it's just immigrants taking over.
I just brought that up because the way they're saying it's a Colombian crime ring.
It is in Minnesota, Minneapolis. The player right there, Mike Conley. I know about this story. It was people from South America that robbed his house.
I get it. Those are isolated situations, but we can't generalize it. Is what I'm saying. That's all.
All right. So with that being said, I had to get my feet wet. I don't know how long I'm gonna be before I go live again, or I might be doing some uploads, but I'm just trying to get back in the swing of thing because I'm sitting here with my leg propped up, and I'm not on camera, but I'm coming along with my physical therapy. And hopefully I'll be back soon, y'all. What y'all got going on your channels?
Well, for me, I'm not really doing nothing. Like, I got family coming in town, so Christmas. I think Christmas in what, 2-3 weeks. So I'm just getting prepared for Christmas, and that's about it. And New Year's.
Yep. Can't believe it's that time of year, but yeah, guys, as far as my channel, last night I dropped a reality like TV catch-up session, covered some hot topics on Married to Medicine, Housewives of Potomac, and Love and Marriage Huntsville. Please go check it out. And then I think me and Nita hopefully will be back on this week. And then I think, you guys, I haven't decided, but I think I'm going to relaunch the relationship segment come January. I just think there's a lot going on with the holidays this month. And so I think January might be a great time to relaunch it, a fresh start, a new month, a new year. So yes, stay tuned and make sure you turn on your notification bell button.
All right. So with that being said, y'all, thank you for coming out.
Why are you laughing?
Because
he know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's what.
Put us up in that algorithm.
You got to look at Def Comedy Jam for Russell. My man's what he say. I ain't gonna say it on here, but he only get new styles. Shout out to Uncle Rush, man.
Look, I don't know. Look, I'm gonna leave that alone right now because he got a lot of problems, issues too. But I want to thank everybody for coming through and welcoming me back, and thank you for the well wishes and things of that. Thank you, DeMarcus, Kanzi, Inga, Ginger Snap, Shayna, Tamika,
We on
Miss
Michelob.
AKA Suburbia Jones, Tamika's Den, EJ came through. And thank y'all for coming through. If you are not subscribed to the channels, the links is in the description. Once again I say thank y'all for coming out. God bless and have a good night, y'all.
Bye.
Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl.